beef. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's eat it. Good day everyone, and welcome to Kobe in central Japan. I'm in Chinatown. Why am I in Chinatown when I'm doing a video about Japan? It will all become clear as this video progresses. Now welcome back to my channel, First World Traveller, and welcome back to my Japan playlist. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched and commented on my last video, my Hiroshima one. If you haven't seen it, click on the link up above. It's amazing, even if I say so myself. Now, the main focus of this video is food. Yes, the thing that I despise the most while travelling, food, because it doesn't really agree with my system. However, the most famous thing about Kobe is Kobe beef. Yes, I'm doing a video about beef. However, by the end of this video, hopefully you will realise why it is so famous in Japan and across the world. But before we get on to eating tons of beef, it's time to show you a few other things to do in Kobe that don't involve shoveling a load of cow down your gob. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, just quickly, getting around in Kobe isn't that easy, to be honest. There's no tram system like Nagasaki or Hiroshima. You've got the subway behind me, but there's literally like 2 lines. Let me show you how to get a ticket. Right, the ticket machines are behind me. Don't panic because they are in English. So, like most Japanese subway systems, the fares are worked out by distance. So it might be like 210 yen, 230 yen. Just look for your station that you want to go to, and the number underneath it will be the price in yen. So I'm going from Okuyama to Shin-Kobe. There's the ticket, very small, don't lose it. Right, those ticket machines, you can change them to English as well, by the way, but I didn't do that because I'm used to it now. My train's coming, so let's go. Okay, Okay, on to food. So let me ask you a question. What is the one thing you think of when you think of food in Japan? Let me guess, sushi. Yes, obviously that is a very famous dish. However, I'm not really a big sushi fan. I like the seafood, but I don't like the rice. So if you're like me, why not have sashimi instead, which is basically just the seafood. Things like salmon, tuna, beef. Obviously that's not seafood. You can go to restaurants obviously, but they are obviously quite expensive. So behind me is a little place in one of these many shopping areas where you can get it quite cheap. So it's a bit like Tesco £3 meal deal. About 500 yen will get you a nice little selection of sashimi. Okay, that was probably one of the worst food experiences I've had in my life. I knew I wasn't a fan of Japanese food. This has just confirmed that fact. So I had katsu don and udon noodles. Udon noodles, they're very thick. I didn't like them. They were like worms. And the katsu don is basically a bed of rice covered in pork, covered with like an omelette. The only thing that was barely palatable out of that lot was the pork, which was even slightly fatty. The rice just tasted awful, the egg wasn't even cooked properly. I came close to vomiting at one point. So yes, as I said, I'm not a fan of Japanese food and I will continue not to be. On to the next thing. So a pigeon just almost landed on my head, but it's on to Kobe beef. Now, Kobe beef is very much a delicacy in Japan. It's very expensive, as you would expect. However, there are some ways you can eat some Kobe beef if you're on a budget. So many restaurants, like posh restaurants, will charge anything between 20,000 to 30,000 yen for a dish. Now this is if you're having a piece of fillet steak or something, but you don't need to do that if you want to taste Kobe beef. You can come to somewhere like this in Chinatown, behind me. There's lots of places in Chinatown like this where you can get a small dish of Kobe beef, maybe with rice or noodles. Sometimes they do a lunch set menu, sometimes they do dinner menus, and I've seen ones for around 1,000 yen, 1,500 yen, 2,500 yen. So you can definitely afford it if you're on a budget. So what makes Kobe beef different from regular beef, I hear you cry? Well, let me tell you. So the cows that are used for Kobe beef are basically a pure bloodline going back to the Edo period, which is many years ago, I imagine. And by not breeding these cows with regular other cows, it creates a very unique and distinct look. Also, they feed the cows beer, yes, beer, and massage them with sake, which is a Japanese rice wine. This creates a marble texture and a marble look on the beef. And also, apparently it tastes amazing due to this. So I think it's time to eat some Kobe beef. Let's go! Right, so this little baby cost me 1,500 yen. It's about £10. Look at that beef. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's eat it. So I've got to use my fingers because I haven't got enough hands to hold the chopsticks. Not that I can use them anyway, so look at that. Nice and succulent, juicy. Heaven. Very juicy. Literally falls apart on your tongue. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I've got a new suitcase. This one's got 4 wheels, so that's a plus. It's time to get the hell out of here. I'm going to somewhere. Fuji. So tell me, if you like Japanese food, what's your views on Japanese food? Put them in the comments down below. Leave a comment, like this video if you liked it, and next up I'm off to Fuji to yet another volcano. It's going to be epic, so make sure you watch. Catch you later.